Hey everyone, it's Richard Payne here, your Halifax real estate expert, and we're sat outside today because the weather's been glorious here, so you can see the ocean behind me as I'm here in Bedford, because this is one of the markets that is doing some interesting shifting that we're going to tell you about, but it's time to look at the stats for what's gone on within Halifax for the month of July. Now, basically, it's kind of stayed the status quo, which reflects a lot of what the marketplace is actually doing right now, because it does tend to quieten down a little bit in the summer months. And this is July. We have had summer. It has been nice. So, the market's tailed off a little bit. So, average price single-family homes, $303,000. So, up a little bit, about $4,500 from last month. But the interesting thing is the average amount of inventory on market. So, are we a buyer? Are we a seller's market? Are we a balanced market? Hasn't changed. From last month to this month, it's still 8.8 months. Last month, it was 8.8 months. So we're just hovering around that 9-month market of inventory on the marketplace, which puts us still firmly in the buyer's market here in Halifax. Now, when we go individually to look at houses, that's when we get the difference of what's really going on. But to go back to the overall, we've got 90 days on market, things are taking to sell. So that's actually staying around the same as well, but it's come down a lot from last year. Like last year, we were at 100 and something days on market. Now we're only down to 90. So that's good news. Not so great, 96% of sold price to list price. So you're selling for $100,000, you're only going to actually get, realistically, $96,000. Again, strong sign of a buyer's market. But when we go in and look individually at the marketplaces, like who's hot, who's not, well, Sackville has been a real firm favourite, and they're still hot. They are basically an average price of $231,000. 7 months of inventory, so hovering around that balanced market. 5 to 7 months is around about a balanced market, and 90 days on average to sell. Timberley also, higher average price, $336,000. Bigger lots, bigger houses, not necessarily a first-time market. That's kind of your trade-up market, whereas Sackville is first-time buyers. 12 months of inventory on the market, bit of a problem there, and 110 days, so it takes longer to sell in that area. Now, who's selling and has low inventory? So who's hot in terms of inventory? Halifax North and Halifax West both have less than 5 months on market, 4.5 and 2.5 respectively, and about 65 days to sell. So they are hot markets right now. So if you're a seller, you're in a strong position there. Now, who's finding it tough? Well, funnily enough, we're in Bedford, where my offices are, and Bedford's finding it a little bit tough. We got 15 months of inventory, and things are taking 146 days to sell in the Bedford area. Now, that's all of Bedford. There's lots of different pockets in Bedford, but that's all of Bedford, and they have a much higher price, $400,000 average price in Bedford. So, it gets a little bit tougher to sell in that kind of price range, because you've got to have buyers who are willing to spend that kind of money. And Spryfield, 20 months of inventory on the marketplace now, so they're finding it really tough down there. So that's what's going on single families. Condos, much the same thing. We dropped about $10,000, we're down to $259 now. And the Halifax market, the Halifax core, Peninsula, Southwest, North, has really picked up as being the dominant force there. Bedford, not so much. It's cooled off a little bit there for Bedford's. 79 days on market, that's pretty good. Multifamilies, again, if you really want the multifamilies, then please get in contact with me, because it's all over the place. And again, for anybody who's looking to buy or sell, I'd love to give you more insight on your specific area, your street, which is what matters. And if you'd like to do that, then please do give me a call. My number is 902-489-1804, or you can email me, richard@richardpayne.ca, because I'm here to make your real estate simple.